Unbelievable. Okay, so we've got some major issues that just happened. Some just absolutely major issues. And I don't know how else to tell you, but we've got some serious problems, and I don't know how to tell you guys. I don't know how to tell you guys in a good way, and I don't know how to tell you in a bad way. Okay. So I don't know how to tell you this. I'm going to wait until more people come on board so I can give you the good news and the bad news, okay? So I just want everybody just to relax, calm down, because we have some major issues that we have to deal with, and I want everybody to understand what is going on and how things are going to continue over the next 2 or 3 days. Today is Monday. I will give you my health update. Hi, hello on TikTok. Yes, good morning everybody on TikTok. We don't get a lot of people on TikTok because we don't know what people are real. So the problem with TikTok is you don't know what the real people are, okay? And so we just kind of have to deal with it. I'm ProTinkerToys, and so you're watching my toy video, and I'm just kind of a crazy old man. And so so we have some issues that I have to figure out. Number one is I am about hold on a second. Oh, there they are. I never can find my glasses. For some reason, I need glasses even more now. I'm wondering if it's the concussion that I have. Welcome to TikTok Live. Have fun interacting with your viewers. Well, I try to interact with my viewer on TikTok, but nobody listens to me. Now, today is going to be a very slow and methodical day, okay? Because Derek says I'm not allowed to cry on the live stream anymore. So I'm not allowed to cry on the live stream anymore. And so I'm not allowed to cry anymore on the live stream. Okay? And there's one thing that I want to go over right now is we got a restock of the gel cloth tires. If you want to buy a tire that is probably the best tires made, okay, just for gripping they kind of have a sticky sense, so they really grab the track, and that is the ST. They're all the numbers start with ST. Okay, so ST is your number, okay? And we've got 1/43rd scale tires. I've got more of the 2031s, which are the Thunderjet, original Thunderjet chassis, the flat ones. Okay, we got more of these. These are probably the best tires. So this is ST30 2031. 2031. So I'm going to put ST 2031 and we're going to put ST 2031. 1, 2, 3. We have 13. And we're going to save that. And so that's the first one that we have restock on. Some of them were been sold out of. And so I'm going to go over all these tires. And these are really nice tires too. They are well made by Gel Claws. And the next one is 2030, which are Johnny Lightning Extraction Cars HO Slick Rears. Okay. These are very thick slicks. These are really nice. These really hold the track really nice. Okay. And those are 2030. And we've been out of 2030. So we just got more in. Okay, 2030. All right, 2030. 2030. 2030. And we now have 10 of those in stock. So if you want to buy the Gel Claws for really they work any car, a Tyco, really any rim will fit these tires. And these are 2030. Or I'm sorry, 2020. But we do have 2030s coming in too. So we've been out of 2020. So let me see. I just messed that up. So let me go to 2020. All right, so 2020s, those are the ones that go on the Thunderjet, or on the Johnny Lightning cars, the 2020s. Now, these will work on any tire, okay, or any, these are really nice rims. They're very thick, and they got good grip. Those are the 2020s. Now, the next ones are probably my most popular, and these are Tyco Magnum 440 X2, and these are rear tires, okay? And these are rear tires, and these are 2070. 2070. We've been out of 2070. I need to know when Nate gets here. Nate? Is that Nate? 2070. So now we have 10 of those. So 2070 is in stock. And then we have 2050s. These are really nice tires. These are Aurora G Plus cars. Now they're very similar to the the 2070s. They're very similar to 2070s, but they have a little bit more rubber. And that is the 2050s Aurora G Plus slick tires, okay? 2050s. Hey, is that Nate? Okay, so we've got the 2050s in stock, all right? So we got 2050s. Now the 2070s front tires, these are Magnum 440. These are front tires. These are 10 times better than the ones that are on there. So if you want to get great tires that grip, you want to get the 2070 and F and 2070. Okay. All right, I got to do something. First of all, I can't scream because my head, I can't do the screaming anymore. I just can't do the screaming anymore. All right, so we have the front tires and the rear tires of 2070s. Okay, so those are important tires. Now, these are Thunderjet, Aurora Thunderjet vibrator cars, but you can also use them with the regular Thunderjets. They're a little thicker tire, and these are 2030s. And I already put some of those in stock, 2030s. Okay, now the next best tires, these are the sweetest tires. These are HO Johnny Lightning Thunderjet 500s and on Thunderjet Tough ones. So if you want to get a little thicker tire, and these would be great for all the Thunderjet G Plus from Auto World, and that is 2010. 2010. And those are really nice tires, the 2010s. So the 2010s are just great tires, okay? Now, the 2080s, okay, Brian, you gotta quit screaming. The 2080s are AFX SRTs, so that means these are all newer cars. SRTs, G Plus, Tomy R. So these are for all of the Tomy chassis, okay? The Tomy AFX, and these are 2080s. 2080 tires. And we have all the 2080s in stock. Now, the next one is the 4104 and the 42. So, okay, 4104. Those are 143 tires, and these tires are gel coats for compact cars, NASCAR. So if you've got compact cars and you need tires for them, well, we have the tires, and they're from Gel Claw. And they're the 4104. 4104, and then we have 4204, which is and those are 143rd also. And those are for compact, just regular compact cars. So if you need tires front and rear for compact, 4202s are great tires. And those are 4204s. Now, the last tires that we got of our restock. Now, why didn't we get any 2060s? Shoot. And that is 4304, which are And those are Carrera Go cars. So these are good for all the Carrera Go cars. 4304. 4304, 43 right here, 4304. And those are all the tires, except the only tire that I don't have would be the 2060s. For some reason, I didn't get the 2060s. I don't know why I didn't get 2060s. $2060F and 2060. How did I forget those? Okay, so okay, so how am I doing? How am I doing physically? Well, let me tell you how I'm doing. I would say I'm about 85% full bore. I'm not 100% yet, okay? Someone please tell Snuggie I said hi. Okay, hi, Robert. Okay, well, you know that Snuggies is here, Robert. You know, you can text him a message, okay, and say, hi, I am Robert Fish. Snuggles, hello. You can do that, okay? I don't want to enforce it on anybody, but you can say hi. I mean, I'm not opposed to saying hi, okay? Oh my gosh. Unbelievable. We got this. We have a new exclusive coming out soon. I cannot see anything Snuggle posts. Well, I can see it right here, okay? I don't know why. I don't know if that's your computer or something. Anyways, this is our new exclusive that we're coming out with, the Golf Tanker. Pretty awesome. Now, we want to say hi to all of our TikTokers. We don't get too many TikTokers. We get some TikTokies and some TikTokers and some ick-knockers and some wick-walkers. So you want to make sure that you are nick-knocking in a snick-knacking way, okay? And knick-knack, paddywhack, give the dog a bone. This old man came rolling home. This old man, he had five on his slide. And a knick-knack, paddywhack, give the dog a bone. This old man came rolling home. So, for some reason, I did not order any 2060s or 2060s, 2060Fs. That means the front tires are 2060. So, oh, Xavier's here. And how was your vacation, Xavier?
That was good.
Did you have fun with your sister? Or no, not.
I didn't see my sister.
Oh, that's right. No, there was a funeral. Yeah, that's right.
For my aunt.
And how did the funeral go?
It was good.
Did you enjoy your grandmother?
I had a good time seeing my family again.
You didn't see your family?
No, I said I had a good time.
You did have a good time. So you enjoyed your... I want to make sure that you enjoyed yourself. Was it a pleasant time to be away from me?
Yeah.
Okay, so he had fun being away from me. I don't know what else to tell you guys. I can't write that book anymore.
What book can you write?
Xavier.
Can you write it all?
I can't write Xavier's books, okay? Why did you only get 2 of them?
I got all of them. I just had forgot I left my pocket.
Unbelievable. So incompetent. So incompetent. I don't understand Mac Henry. He is a very small little boy. Okay, so we've got some things that they've packed up in boxes, like for example SC411. All 8 cars. You can get all 8 cars of SC411, okay? And I don't know if Daniel's got those at a discounted price, but I think he does. And also SC405, all 4 cars. SC397, SC397, all 4 cars. And also SC386, Space Jams. Space Jams. So SC487, 405, and then you got SC376, 375, all 375s, and the Dragsters 370s. You can get all 4 of them. Okay? And a lot of these are on special pricing right now. Okay? There's going to be some big news coming, okay, in the next couple days, okay? First of all, I have to let everybody know some things, okay? I have to let you know a personal issue with me, okay? I am, how do I want to tell you this? I'm okay. Let's see, don't forget to check the Auto World Adjustable Power Pack. Okay, yes, like to remind, yes, I've got one out in the shed there, Snuggles. I will get that. When I'm done with the live stream, I will get that, okay, and get that to you and let you know when that is ready, okay? So I want to come down here real quick and let everybody know some things, okay? I am about 75% ready, you know, but one thing I noticed, okay, my battery right now is, it you know what it's like? You know what my physical body is right now? It's like when you charge a battery, okay, and you've had that battery for 65 years, and you charge it, and it doesn't last that long. You have power, you know, for 5 minutes, and then you're having to recharge it again, okay? That's how I feel, okay? Holy cow. Oh, I'm sorry. And so my battery is, when it starts, it's fully charged and everything, but I don't have the stamina that I used to have before the fall. So just people on TikTok, I fell on the ice about 3 weeks ago and got a concussion, and I'm not fully charged. And so my battery, it drains much quicker, okay? And I don't know if I can do 2 hours. So here's what we're doing is this week, we're doing a live stream on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and then race night on Thursday. But Daniel wants to do videos on Tuesdays. So we're not going to do a live stream on Tuesdays for a while until we get a bunch of videos done of all these cars. Because he thinks we need to do more cars. And I do need to do more random videos. But it's hard to do a random video when you're exhausted. You know what I mean? Yep. And it's hard to be a great person when see, that's what's funny is you can't do shorts. You can't do shorts on YouTube unless you do it on your phone. You're welcome, Snuggles. You are so welcome, my fine little fairy friend. You are so welcome, my fine fairy friend. So I want to do a couple of, so here's what's happening now. I noticed this is happening recently, that my head, see, when I first had this concussion, my head didn't really hurt. Now, I'm getting lots of migraines. And I have a feeling, I'm gonna I don't want to do this, but I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to go and get my head again. I'm gonna have to take another CAT scan. I just for or just for peace and peace and peace out. You know what I'm saying? Peace out. So we're gonna because when I talk a lot, I get a headache, and that it never happened. Okay, and so I can't be. Yeah, peace of mind. Very good, Jim. Um, Go get her head read Bryan. Yeah, so I need to get another just to make sure everything is okay. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's no swelling. My head is not swelling. There's no. Of course, my daughter was looking at my head yesterday in church. She said, "Boy, Dad, you got a hole. I can see your brain." I said, "Well, you can't see my brain because my skull is there." You know, so she has to be a smarty pants. What is it now?
Xavier said he went to Hibachi Grill on Sunday, and somebody else slipped on some ice. So I think there's a common denominator.
Right? Did he really?
Yeah.
Now, that's funny how he didn't tell me that. Mm-hmm. You know,
well, I had to pull it from him like teeth. I was like, "What'd you do?" But anyways,
he doesn't like me. He just doesn't.
You.
No, he doesn't.
You just have to know how to talk to him.
Oh, I see.
But yeah, he saved another person's life.
Unbelievable.
I'm going to start a hibachi grill called Hibachi Ice.
Oh, you are so crazy.
Hibachi Ice.
So, okay, good morning. This is Bryan Young, ProTinkerToys.com, and we are kind of showing you off some new cars that have come out recently. One of the most recent releases is the John Wick. There are two John Wick cars and the Dodge Monte Carlo, the Oldsmobile. Okay, beautiful car, nice, awesome looking car. This is an extraction chassis, along with two John Wick cars. Both of them are Chevys, the Chevy Chevelle and the Dodge Charger and the Chevy. So this is SC409, 409, and this is a new assortment. Now the difference between this car and the one that's in the set is this is the clean version where it hasn't been in the mud. Where the one that's in the set is a dirty version. Okay, like it's been through Chicago and the mud and the police cars and all that. And then you have John Wick, and these are in 409, SC409. They're available at ProTinkerToys.com, SC409 on extraction chassis. Okay, so that's one video. This is Bryan. Yes. Fox and Wolves. Let's see, Fox and Wolves. Okay, I bet they could even install a blow-off valve automatic pressure relief. That's funny, Robert. I just love your humor, Robert. Brother. Oh, wow. The only Datsun we don't have is the 510. We do have the two Brie cars, the pickup and the Datsun 240Z. And that is SC404. SC404. Then we have Cars and Coffee 408. 408, a complete unopened box of 408. That's a really nice assortment, 408. The reason I like 408 is there's only 3 cars. There's only 3 cars of 408, okay? And what's really nice are the cars that are in it, okay? Is you have, you know what? This is what's gonna, okay. I got to do that video again. Good morning. This is Bryan Young. I said it wrong because those are actually these are actually Thunderjet John Wick cars. Yeah, these John Wick cars are Thunderjets, not Extraction. Okay, I made a big mistake when I was doing. Okay. I gotta go back over here. Gotta start over again. 3 minutes. Okay, Bryan Young, ProTinkerToys, ProTinkerToys.com. I said this wrong on SC409. The John Wick cars, which is a Chevelle and a Dodge Charger, are Extraction chassis. And the Blues Brothers is Extraction chassis. Okay, and people love Thunderjets, and so you have kind of a combination. This is a brand new assortment, and the difference between the Blues Brothers that's in the set and this one is that this one is not dirty. I don't need to scream all the time anymore, and so I gotta quit screaming all the time. People like me to scream, but I get headaches now because I fell on the ice, and now I'm getting old, and so. Anyway, so you get all 3 of these cars. These are all available, and they're SC409, 409, and they're available at ProTinkerToys.com. And these are slot cars. Do you know what a slot car is? You put on a track and you pull the hand throttle as when you were a kid and you used to run them around the track? Oh, yeah, baby. Available at ProTinkerToys.com. Oh, brother. Okay, what's so funny? What's so funny? So that is 409. And then I'm going to show you, this is a great assortment. I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why this assortment is going to be as good as this assortment. And I only have one of these cars left. And I'm going to tell you in a second, okay? So just calm down. SC409, John Wick, and Blues Brothers. Slot cars. Available at ProTinkerToys.com. Okay, so we got that done. Okay, so here I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to do a quick video on this one too, so I'll do it all together. Okay, so this is another short on another car assortment, SC408. And I'm going to tell you why SC408 is similar to SC357, which we're all sold out of, okay? And that is the 3 cars that are in it, okay? The first car that is going to sell out is going to be the gasser. And there's 2 versions, a yellow and an orange one. The other one is the Ford Thunderbolt. And one thing I'm finding about the Thunderbolt is this thing was a very fast car. And this is a slow mover, but once people find it and want it, they have to get it. And there's 2 colors also. And the next one is the 1959 Chevy Impala. This is when Chevy was making a radical change in what their cars looked like. And the Impala was what, and this comes in a lime and a black, solid black. The black one is really cool too. Let me see if I can find one really quick. Oh yeah, and that's the black one. And these are SC408. SC408, and these are Cars and Coffee. All the Cars and Coffee that Auto World do are always popular, and you want to get your collection of them. And we have all of them at ProTinkerToys.com because we have the largest selection of individual slot cars from Auto World, okay, which is very important. And don't forget, ProTinkerToys.com, ProTinkerToys.com. We are your source for slot cars. And if you don't want us to be your source for slot cars, well, you can just watch me on my YouTube channel and TikTok, okay? All right, awesome, awesome. Thank you. Yeah, brother. No, I did some research on the Thunderbolt, the Ford Thunderbolt. This is an underrated car, the Thunderbolt, okay? This thing was a huge success at all these tracks. Big success. The Thunderbolt was the creme de la crop in all these stock cars. Very popular, the Thunderbolt. And we have both versions of the Thunderbolt. We have the gold and the black. Check these babies out. Really fast. The Thunderbolt was so fast, okay, Ford was just kicking it. They were kicking it, baby. They were kicking it down the road like nothing before. Nothing before. Now, I want to show you something really awesome. Okay, I have never saw where white through. I do have to do one thing. Cars in Cop. Cars in coffee. SC409. Thunderjet Classic. ProTinkerToys.com. So here's the deal. When there are so many cars. I'm only 30 minutes into this show, and I'm using it up too fast. Is the problem. I noticed something yesterday. No, it was Saturday. Was it Saturday or Sunday? No, it was Saturday. I was upstairs, and I was working on the track that I'm building for these type of cars. It's called off-road. I'm calling it the off-road track, okay? And it's for these cars, strictly off-road cars, okay? Because we need a track for people to race these cars, because you can't race these cars with something like this, okay? Now, what's his name will say, oh, I can do anything and I can race any style cars. Well, first of all, the center of gravity is higher on this car. So this car has a higher center of gravity. So you need to drive this differently, okay? And so all these off-road cars are designed, and that's why the new track that I'm building is designed for off-road. It has a lot of curves. It has a lot of windy roads and all that, okay? And so it's really for the Jeeps, and it's for SC407, because I want people to understand or to make a track that is for the off-road cars. And we have a lot of off-road cars. Police cars. Rally cars, rally racing. It's all those odd cars that you wouldn't necessarily want to run in a regular, but you can run them slower. Don't worry, it's not you. Feels like I'm watching a Twilight Zone episode. Sit down and tell us all how great the new amp chassis is. The original Richard Berry. Is that the original? Okay, wait a minute. The original Richard Berry. Okay, is that the original Richard Berry, or tell us? All right, so I had a discussion with. All right, so I'll sit down and talk to you. Okay, hold on a second. All right, so I guess I have Richard Berry. The original Richard Berry is watching, which. If I think I know who the original Richard Berry is, it's not Richard Berry at Auto World. It's another Richard Berry. So let me give you my let me give you my personal opinion of the amp chassis. Where are my glasses? Right here. Tinker back in the saddle. All right, so let me give you my very disappointing, but I can be improved in heart to heart feeling Bryan Young. What are you doing?
I'm getting this.
What is it?
SC386, all 4 cars.
Are you sure?
100%.
Okay, so these chassis, these amp chassis, were just engineered about 6 months ago. This is their first generation, okay? Now, there are some issues with the amp chassis. I'll admit that. There's problems with every chassis, okay? There's problems with extraction. There's problems with Thunderjet. There's problems with 4-gear. Okay? It's the way it is. It's the way of the business. It seems like some people, no, I know what the problem is. Okay, it's like Terry Flynn, okay? Terry Flynn's got his own chassis, okay? And unless he is making every single one of them, he doesn't approve. They have to be perfect, okay? Now, when you want to do that, that's fine. I don't care if you want to do that, but when you want to do that, okay, careful what you say, Bryan. People are really, I haven't been doing this for 26 years. Have you been selling slot cars for 26 years, Robert Fish? I'd like to know, somebody, please tell me who out there has been selling slot cars to the retailers, consumers, manufacturers for 26 years. Just raise your hand. Just say, I did. So when you can tell me that you've been selling longer than me, then I will concede that I don't know anything, okay? But until you can tell me that, then I'm going to give my opinion and my opinion on things. That's just the way it is. I've been doing it for 4 years. I've been doing it for 26 years, actually. I've been telling companies their problems, and I'm going to tell Auto World that they have to change these guide pins, because these guide pins, they pop out, and they can pop out very easily if they get caught on the track. And the biggest problem with, I don't have a piece of track here. I wish I did. Well, no, I can show you right here. The biggest problem with the Tomy AFX Auto World track is this. It's very simple. This right here. These two pieces right here. You see that? Right there. Is the way they're engineered is, if that's not perfect flat, those guide pins can catch and pop off. Okay? And that's the only problem. So if I had lots of money I would redo this track. I would sit down and I'd say, okay, what's the perfect way to do this? Okay? What is the perfect way to do this track? Because this is not it, number one. Now, Tomy did it okay with their turbo chassis, but the track that they designed, the click track from Aurora was good, but those clips kept breaking, and so therefore, I do agree that you do know everything, but it is relying on you to pass some legitimate concerns along to the people who hear you. So everybody's going to have a complaint with anything that anybody comes out with. That's just the nature of the business. This is a new amp chassis 4-gear, okay? X-gear 4-gear, okay? And of course I drop it already. So that is a 4-gear extraction, or an amp chassis 4-gear. Now another problem is people are saying that their resistor is getting in the way of the chassis, okay, which is a legitimate concern to have, okay? Now, just to say, well, and then you have the people that just hate cam chassis body or motors. They don't like cam motors, okay? So you don't have those people, okay? Now, AFX, people love cam motors. Some people don't, okay? That's all there. You're never gonna get somebody that loves cam motors, okay? To fall in love with a pancake motor if they don't like same thing with pancake motor. There are tons of people out there that love pancake motors. You're never going to get them to love cam motors. Never. You're ever. I don't care what you do. I was watching a video on Saturday of these guys racing their Aurora or their HO cars. They're going so fast, okay? It'd be hard to see which car is which. They're going that fast. Now, there are a lot of people that love that type of racing. I don't. Not at all. Not at all. That's just me. I don't like those kind of races, okay? Don't you think you might focus on negative a bit too much? I'm not being negative about anything. I'm just giving people an opinion on why somebody might not like this. Some people just like, okay, well, if it's not my way, then it's too bad. Now, what's nice about this is, see, again, it has to go with a lot of this, okay, has to do with mass merchants, okay? And you don't want any returns back, okay? Now, I don't know how many returns Hobby Lobby gets back to Auto World, and I don't know if they have a percentage where they don't take the returns back, they're just trashed. I think that's how it's done at Hobby Lobby. A lot of people just, like, for example, Hobby Lobby will give, or Auto World will give Hobby Lobby like a 5% cash back. So if they have returns, it's just taken off of their bill, okay? And so they want to try to get it to where there's no returns. And if they're looking at the cars, and if they're saying, okay, well, what is the problem? Is the problem the car? Or how do we get the price to be lower with this type of motor? Because Richard Berry showed me a video, which he's going to be posting soon, on how many people it takes to make a Thunderjet chassis. Okay, and so when you have all those costs, that adds to the cost of your set, and that's the same thing with just a show. Don't come on, Doug. We're just talking. Can't we speak? Gee, it's the capacitor. The capacitor or die or whatever you want to call it. Very dangerous spot. It breaks from the solder at a really hard impact. With the cam motor, that can happen quickly. I know. Well, Auto World, Race Masters, or AFX does the same thing with the resistor. Okay, and this is what I'm going to be talking to them, saying, hey, you have a resistor issue, and the way I don't understand why they had to put this resistor on there. But it's all FCC crap. All this battery, these stupid battery problems, and they recalled all these extraction chassis. Just stupid. There's no, I would fight it. Honestly, I would, and so, they're going to be looking at, and I'm sure they're already doing it. Okay. This is the first generation. And they could change this chassis like nothing, but I think overall, it's a positive increase in just bringing something new, Now, you might not like it, and that's your business. But see, the problem is they have to put these circuits on the chassis because of FCC regulations. We had the same problem at SCX. Okay. What's it say? Drink some water, Brian. All I'm saying is that a lot of people like the cam motor. Okay. That's a given. What are you doing?
I'm putting an item.
What item? You got to get yourself together here.
I know, right?
I'm telling you. So, it is not Chris. Why are you bringing? I don't know what to say anymore about Robert. I don't think, and he's been listening to me for 5 years. I don't think I could ever say anything correct with Robert Fish. I just don't think I could say anything. I'm not saying anything negative or positive. I am making comments. Okay. I am allowed to make comments. Yes, a flux capacitor, exactly. A flux. Now, you could take this off if you want and solder it yourself with a wire if you want. You could take this whole circuitry off and it's useless. This circuit is useless. It is absolutely useless. Just pop it off and just direct wire it right to the chassis or the motor. Now, are the amp chassis a difference in cars? Yes, they are. Does it add a little bit more excitement? Yes. Does your novice, is he going to get really weird up about this? No, he's just gonna have fun with the chassis. Does Auto World want to try to get a set? Okay, so if they could save $10 on a set, that's $20 on a retail. Okay, and so they want to save as much as they can so that they can get a set cheap enough to put it down up front. I've told you this 100 million times. Retailers do not want to have returns. That is the worst thing a retailer wants, is a return. And when I was selling sets at Costco back in 2009, they are going to tweak the chassis. And that's what I'm going to talk about, Robert. If I'm going to have a talk with Richard tomorrow, okay? Now, the amp chassis, I don't know how anybody has amp chassis because I haven't sold a lot of sets. I don't know if Snuggles has bought a set from me. I don't know if Robert Fish has bought a amp chassis set from me, because that's the only way you can get them is the truck set and the Back to the Future set. And frankly, we have not sold a lot of those sets, which is disappointing because normally we would sell more sets because people are collecting either the amp, the 4-gear, or not the extraction. And so if people are making a complaint about a chassis, well, that's great. Auto World sent you 3 chassis. That's awesome. Great. I appreciate that. I might as well just, I might as well, you know what I might do? I might as well just retire. I should just quit doing what I'm doing because I don't think anybody cares what I have to say anymore. And everybody, it's like, I don't know why I'm doing this anymore. I really don't. I'm not kidding. I was thinking this on Sunday. I was thinking honestly just to quit, just to retire. Because it's kind of like, it's not, you know what it is? I'm not having fun anymore. And if I'm not having fun, I don't want to do it. If I'm not having, let me make this very clear. Because I started this business, well, actually, Ryan came to me. I was retired. Let me make this very clear. I was retired. And I was just in my shed having fun. I was just in my shed having fun. I was doing trade shows for Magnum Enterprises because I love doing trade shows. Because there's one thing that I am great at, is selling anything that is put before me. I'm good at it. I talked to Ryan Sunday. I said, Ryan, I could sell a mattress faster than you could put one in front of me. Ryan thinks that it's his way. I'm thinking, okay, fine. You know, all right, fine. I was retired. I didn't need to do this. And now after this accident that I had, let me tell you right now, on a scale of 1 to 10 of how excited I am right now, 10 being I'm very excited, I just want to keep this going, doing this, to 1 being I'm not excited at all and I could just care less about everything right now. And maybe this is because of my head injury. I'm about a 3 right now. I'm about a 3 right now. Okay. Now, that's not because of any of you. It's not because anything that's, any of you've done. I'm just looking at it from a practical stand of view. That's what I was doing yesterday. I have got a shed full of so much stuff that I've bought that I've never made. And I was going to do a lot of that in my 60s. I'd planned to do that in my 60s. I'd planned to just retire because my wife is teaching. She's going to get a retirement from her school. I don't have a retirement. I didn't get a pension from SCX or from Auto World or not for Auto SCX or from any company that I've worked for. I don't have a pension. Okay. My pension is Social Security, which is going to be about $2,200 a month. That's and then my wife will get her Social Security and she'll get her retirement from her school system. Now, do we live a lavish lifestyle? No, not at all. We live in a home that was built in 1900. It's, you know, I've invested a lot of money into it over the last 10 years with the kids that we adopted. Do I lavishly spend money on trips and go on exotic vacations? No. Does my wife work a lot? Yes. My biggest problem is that when my wife decides to retire, you know, and I keep telling her that her health is not as good as, I mean, she's diabetic, so she's got worse problems than I do. But, you know, it's like, you know, I do this because I wanted to have fun. You know what I'm saying? And I do it because it's just, I love, now Ryan's, to an extent, Ryan is right in the sense that I do love the excitement of selling. I like the excitement of selling, okay? But one thing that happened with this concussion is that it scared the hell out of me. Let me just be very honest with you. The concussion scared the hell, not the hell was in me, but it scared me. And it's not something that I would wish on anybody, okay? So how do we get me from 3 to 10 again? I honestly, I don't know. I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to get from 3 to 10. Daniel, I told Daniel yesterday, and I guess he took me around, no, Saturday night, because we went out Saturday night. And I told my son Daniel that, you know, what he's doing with the website is great. And I was talking with Bill at IMAX. I said, Daniel is just kicking it with the website. He redesigning the website. He's making it better. There's one problem with websites, okay? And people create websites, but they never change them. They're the same. Nothing's ever updated. There's no new product. It's just same old, same old. And Daniel is really stepping it up and making our website better and making it more exciting for people to go on it, okay? I have to focus on where do I want to go from here, okay? And no wonder why some people get banned from great channels. We have 70 people watching. No, I know we have 70 people watching, and I normally have never had that 70 people. All I've ever done when I started with SC. Okay, so here's how it started. And you probably have heard this story before, but I'm just going to give you because there's a lot of new people watching here, and you're going to probably say to yourself, how did you get into this whole thing, Bryan? How did you start this whole thing? How did you get into slot cars? What the heck did that happen? Well, it was actually an accident. It was actually an accident. I went to the local Meijer here in Bowling Green when I had Young's Newsstand back in 1982. And I go to, and at the time in 1982, I was buying tons of classic girder and panel sets from Kenner. Wherever I'd find them, I'd buy them. I've got tons of it at home. Tons of it. And I saw that Irwin Toy had created a new girder and panel set. And I bought them both at Meijer. I said, oh, I love girder and panel. And so I called Girder and Panel and I told him, I said, I'm Bryan Young and I have the biggest selection of girder and panel sets. I would love to come work for your company. I'm going to come up there. I want to talk to the owner or blah, 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 blah. And they said, yeah, come on up. So I had this grand idea that I was going to change the world. I was going to show them how girder and panels could be great. And I drew up all these plans and said, oh, this is what we're going to do. And I drove to Irwin Toy in Canada, in Ontario. I brought Kathy with me and little, maybe it was 1984. It was 84 or 1994 because Daniel had just been born. He was a baby, and I drove up there. We drove our van right up to Irwin Toy, and I went to Irwin Toy, and I came in there and said, I blew everything out, and I laid everything out, and the buyer was saying, well, okay, and I said, here's some ideas and everything, and he, well, thank you very much, Mr. Young. And so then Grant Irwin came down to the conference room, and I said, here's some ideas that I thought about girder and panel. I just think girder and panel is awesome. And he said, let me show you the showroom of all the toys we have. And so Grant Irwin took me down into the showroom at Irwin Toys, downtown Toronto. And at the corner of the showroom was a giant Scale Electric set. Huge Scale Electric set. All the cars, the track, everything. Because Irwin Toy was the manufacturer in Canada. They made it in Canada and sold it in the U.S. And I said, oh my gosh, slot cars. I love slot cars. Are you bringing this back? Oh, I could sell a ton of this stuff. And so I came back to Young's Newsstand. I bought a bunch of it. Then I returned it because I was going to sell the store. And then I sold Young's Newsstand, opened up Rarities. And from 1996, from April of 96 to December of 96, I sold 100 scale SCX pole position sets. And Grant Irwin, I'd call every week, Grant, I need 10 more. I need 10 more. I need 10 more. And Grant would say, how are you selling so many sets? I said, I know how to sell them. And I sold 100 of them. And then I lost my job at Rarities because the guy didn't want to pay me my commission. And I went to build houses in Michigan, in St. Clair Shores. I was building houses in 1997. And then I kept calling Grant Irwin every day before I would go to work. Hey, Grant, when do you want to hire me? When do you want to hire me, Grant? When do you want to hire me? I called him every day. When do you want to hire me? When do you want to hire me? When do you want to hire me? Finally, they called me. They said, Bryan, here's what we'll do. We'll pay you $750 a week plus expenses, but we need to get rid of $2 million worth of Scale Electric. I said, okay. I said, we need you to go all over the country. We'll buy you a van, and you got to travel the country and sell SCX or Scale Electric. It was Scale Electric. And that's what I did. That's how I got my job with Irwin Toy. That's how I got my job with SCX, with TechnoToys. That's how I got my job with Aduca. That's how I got into this whole business, guys. And then Irwin Toy got into SCX. They must have been about 10,000 of these sitting in Canada. And then Bob Beers got them all once Irwin Toy went out of business. Because Irwin Toy went out of business in 2001. It's funny how everything kind of, the whole economy, the whole world, when we did this NAFTA and everything, it just destroyed everything. NAFTA was the worst thing to ever happen to Canada, Mexico, and the U.S. Worst thing. Why do you think Ross Perot went against George Bush? George Bush Sr. sold us out like a bunch of pigs. Anyway, so that's basically how I got into this business. I've told you guys this story many times, but a lot of you guys are new. You didn't hear the story. Adam Hertz heard it 100 million times. But that's basically the recap and the story of how I got into this whole business. And When I left SCX in 2014, was it 2014 or 2015? Maybe it was 15. Xavier from Spain came over, gave me a $3,000 check and said, Bryan, here's your last check. Thank you so much for helping us. That was it. I said, okay, well, I'm done with slot cars now. And so I called Dan Smith with Magnum Enterprise. I said, Dan, I'd like to just do trade shows for you. Can I just do trade shows for you? Because I was retired. I didn't need to make any money, honestly, because I had a nice eBay job and I was bringing in some extra money. Kathy was bringing in money. And so I just said, I'm just going to do trade shows. Just have fun. And that's what I did and then in 2020, just before the COVID started in January, I'd done 4 trade shows in January. I did 2 in January and 2 in February. And then the world shut down. And that's when Ryan back in 2019 said, can I get the website started? And he started it, but it wasn't going anywhere until 2020. Then we got James Butler, we got Super Dave, we got all these guys that started 4 years ago. James Butler, Super Dave, Rod Rodriguez is fairly new, but James Butler and Super Dave and a lot of people that aren't watching anymore. You got Jose from Puerto Rico. Jose used to watch all the time. He had I don't even know if he's alive anymore. He had a liver problem or an intestine problem. His mom is such a sweet lady. There's just so many people that have watched from the beginning. We've had several people die. And it's all about slot cars. It's what it's always been. It's slot cars, just having fun with them, collecting them. That's your collection. Do you know how many people collect golf balls and golf carts and guns? Do you know how many people collect guns? Been so busy with new home, getting back watching. Well, that's great, James Butler. No worry, James. But that's what, then you got Adam Hurt. Adam Hurt started watching back in 2009 when I had SCX Digital. And then he got off on it. I bought a golf cart 3 years ago. Worst mistake I ever made. Worst mistake I ever made. No, there are people that collect golf balls. I don't need to do this. I do it because I want to and I have fun at it. And I've said from the very beginning, if I'm not having fun at it, I'm not doing it. I don't need to. Let me make this very clear. Okay? I don't need to. I do it because I'm having fun. And it's exciting. I love the challenge. Yeah, the new layout. So I'm building this new layout. So 4 years ago during COVID 2020, I built the double layout, the layout that we promoted during the live streams. We had the live camera. I remember doing all those videos. Oh my gosh. It just seems like things have changed so much. And so I'm doing a new layout, and it's going to have mountains and everything. It's going to go up into the mountains. It's going to take a lot of sculpting. And I'm going to be doing styrofoam again, but this time I'm going to do it. I'm not going to do so much foam, but I'm going to do layered styrofoam. Enjoy during this look forward to set up the new track. Meet Joe Mann. We got Joe Mann. After you sold the only piece of dinosaur poop you had excess. Do you had to do something? Let's see. Okay. After you sold the only piece of dinosaur poop that you had access to, you had to do something. Yeah, that one I don't understand. You have made this hobby go leaps and bounds. Well, that's what I was talking with Daniel about. And I just 4 years ago when we were open, so I know a lot of people don't buy from us anymore. They buy from other people because they want to save a couple bucks. And I get it. But that wasn't the case 4 years ago. A lot of people were not around. Okay. And we kind of started a lot of people getting into slot cars. Now, I understand that everybody wants to save a buck. But like, for example, I only go one place for my lawnmower. I know I could probably get it cheaper somewhere else, but I go to, now it's called Mike's Lawnmower. And I pay a little more because I like the guy, I respect him, and I want to support his business. That's why, and everybody, and I told Daniel, I said, we used to sell a lot more assorted cars because there was nobody in the business back in 2020 and 2021. There was nobody like us. And then everybody started seeing, oh, wow, he's really, and so they started doing it too. And their web starts selling more and more. We put it in the market, baby. I'll just tell you right now. Put it on the market. And like I said, I don't think we've even come close to what we could do in sales. Not even close. It's kind of like these are our sales right here. This is an example. These are our sales right now. Right here. This is where it could be. Right here. Tell everybody about the dinosaur poop. The dinosaur poop. Robert Fish wants me to engage in the dinosaur poop. Well, I will tell it. I've told it 100 times, but since we have a lot more people, and I don't think Douglas has heard the Douglas. Have you heard the dinosaur poop story? You started the slot car revolution again. Douglas, have you heard my dinosaur poop? Because I know you're new. And so if Douglas has not heard it, then I will tell it again. But if Douglas has already heard the dinosaur poop story, I will tell it again. Nope. Okay. All right. So here is when I know. This is when I knew. I knew I was good at sales when I was a kid and all that kind of stuff. But here's when I knew that I could sell. I hate to use the word. Let me tell the story first, and then I'll tell you what I knew. So I had sold Young's Newsstand in 1996. 96. No, 95? No, 96. And because a guy that used to come in my newsstand said, hey, I know a guy that wants to invest in and open a store. Would you open it for him? And I said, yes. And so I opened up a store called Rarities, Gifts, and Collectibles in downtown Finland. And it was a failure from the beginning. But I couldn't tell him that because the guy had a lot of money and he knew it all. And so I just kind of had to do it. So anyways, he had bought, okay, calm down. He had bought a museum in Arizona. An Arizona museum of rocks and petrified crap. And he said, Bryan, I bought all this stuff. It's coming in on a truck today. Get it out and put it on the floor and see if you can sell it. Because we sold a lot of collectibles and we sold a lot of vintage stuff, a lot of baseball. He had tons of baseball cards signed, mitts and everything dinosaur, everything. He sold everything. It had everything. And so I was going through all these boxes and I was going through all this petrified stuff. And it said petrified rock from Arizona. And then I came to this big pile and it looked like a pile of crap. And on it says petrified dinosaur dung. Shit, basically. But dung. I'll just use the word dung to be politically correct. And so I said, what am I going to, I said, I called him too. I said, what do I put this stuff for? Whatever you want to put it at, Bryan. I don't care. Just put a price on it. And so I put it on for $189. Okay? On sale, $189. Petrified dinosaur dung. I don't know what dinosaur, I don't know if I put on there, it's a T-Rex or whatever. And so I put it on this shelf and I had all this, and the guy comes in. And he's looking around at all this petrified stuff and all these really cool rocks. I had these great rocks, these stalactites and crystals and all this, just great stuff. But nobody was buying it. Anyways, this guy, he goes, what's this? I go, that is, okay, so this is a collection from a museum from Arizona, okay? And Richard, or not Richard, but Robert bought this entire collection, okay? And it's all from Arizona. And Arizona is a huge population of dinosaur bones. Well, this is a petrified dinosaur dung, okay? Okay? And this is a one of a kind. You just can't find these anywhere. And it's $189, okay? And there's only one. I only have one out of this entire collection. I only have one. He goes, really? I said, yep. And I said, my boss said to sell this or try to move it as fast as we can because we've got more of it coming. He said, what do you want for? I said, listen, if you take this, you can have it for $159. Okay? $159. Actually, no, you can have it for $149. If you take it, if you want to get because he had picked a couple other rocks and all that some of this crystal stuff, and he walked out with a pile of dinosaur crap. And that's when I knew I could sell. That's when I knew I could sell shit. That's really the story. That's what my grandfather called it, was dinosaur or cow. Well, cow shit. But anyways, that's the story of the poop. And, it's like, how much stories do you tell? How many stories do you tell? That's the story. Well, I just got a word from Golf, and we are not allowed to use the word gas with guts. It's not a Golf US tagline and needs to be removed from the design. So we're not allowed to use the word Golf with, or guts with gas with guts. So, we're not allowed to do that. Okay, we will look that over and get back with you later today. So we're not allowed to use gas with guts. Shoot. That's a pretty cool logo too. We might not be able to put anything on it. Just well, that's too bad. So, hey Google, hey Siri, call NAT Bradner. Hey Siri, call NAT Transportation, NAT Bradner. Hey Grant, this is Bryan. Hey, can they drop that dumpster off this morning? I'll be over there when I get off of my live stream around 1. Yeah. No, I know. I just been busy, and I haven't been feeling well either. So right. So when do you think you'd be able to drop it off? Okay. Well, I've got it. I'm doing a live stream until noon, and then I get off, and then I was going to head over there around noon. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. So that's the case behind the Bryan Young phenomena. The Bryan Young the Bryan Young deal. I guess that's the best way you call it. And we started doing exclusives back in 2020. And
get in here and pull some orders. It's all 4 cars, 4 of them.
This right here?
Yeah, and then I need 4 more. Why are you looking at me like that? This was a confusing one. You already packed this one, right? But you ordered another one.
What do you mean?
Vince Garcia.
From where? Where are you doing this from?
It is an eBay order.
I already shipped the 2 eBay orders.
There were 2 eBay. This says paid and not shipped. So did you? It's a total of 8. It's a total of 8.
Why is the door open? Shut the door.
Because it's letting in the clean air.
I don't understand why you're doing that. Please stop.
So there were 4 done.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You just placed another order. I wanted to see Nate. Dang it. I know that. I said I wanted to see him. Ay, ay, ay. Well, you need 4 of these then, not 2. Yeah, we just sold 4 more of the Looney Tunes. Those are selling out like crazy. Looney Tunes, Looney Tunes. I found some. I found some. Don't worry about it. It's shipping out today. I will talk to you later today. Okay, so Auto World or AFX came out with well, I'll show you. Now what? Yes. I'm halfway back. Unbelievable. Okay. Oh, okay. Thank you very much. You have a wonderful weekend. Okay, so here's the perspective that I want everybody to understand. What one store, I am one store, just one website, ProTinkerToys.com. Here is what one store did compared to AFX, which is the manufacturer, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42. AFX, which is a manufacturer, they only came out with 42 cars over the last 3 years. Okay? 42. Me, just one store, came out with 42 cars. I am just a small mom and pop operations. And it's almost like I literally am Satan incarnate because I came out with so many cars. You know, I honestly, it is almost it's almost frustrating. Okay.
Are you trying to get in here? Am I in your way? You want me to give you the orders? Dude, I mean, do you want them or Do you want me to do it? Just feel the Mazda.
It's going to take time.
Time is on my side. Yes, it is.
I would love to see Auto World or AFX manage for a rail crossing. Okay, the problem is, here's the problem with the rail crossing. Nobody is buying trains.
A lot of people are buying trains. What are you talking about? They come in here all the time. Just because you're not selling them doesn't mean people aren't buying them. That's the thing.
Okay, I'm going to repeat it again, and don't listen to him because he's a very small individual.
They call all the time.
Nobody is buying trains.
They are buying trains. Bryan is just not selling them.
No, it's not. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
All the time. This phone. Every week. Every week. Somebody calls in asking for a train.
He doesn't know what he's talking about. Anyways, the reason being is they don't make the plain track anymore. All you can get is the Bachmann track bed. Boy, he's got too much deodorant on. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. And so there's not enough demand for that. And when they came out with that track, there was a double set. It was a train set and a slot car set together. And that's what helped them move that piece of track. Believe it or not. So we can't use the word the gas with guts. We're not allowed to use the gas with guts. So we're going to have to go back to, we have to go back to this. Drive with change. Which that doesn't make sense. Drive the change. Drive the change. So we're going to probably have to go with drive the change. Or we have to figure out something else. But drive the change is going to probably be the logo that we use. Because we can't have gas with guts, unfortunately. So, he's got so much deodorant on. Oh my gosh. Could you put more deodorant on? Oh, that's terrible. Oh my gosh.
Toilet water.
Unbelievable. I mean,
it's toilet
really.
water. It's not deodorant. Toilet water. Get it right. Oh, Bryan, you're a simple man.
Unbelievable. Stuff I have to deal with. Gotta deal with. Okay. All right, we got that taken care of. That Good Gulf gasoline. That's what was on their old tankers. That Good Gulf gasoline. I like that, actually. That Good Gulf gasoline. Yes, sir, Bob. That Good Gulf gasoline. Oh, I have to rip a big one.
No, please.
Oh yeah.
No, come on, man. Not today, bro. Please.
Oh yeah, baby.
Please.
I am going to.
No, Brian.
I'm sorry,
Bryan.
but I am tired of you constantly putting
Brian. Oh my God. Oh, Brian. Brian.
You're
I
sick.
can taste it.
I didn't do anything anyway.
Yeah, right. I'm holding my breath.
You got serious mental problems. No, you really do.
I do.
I know you
I
do.
do.
Your mom. Oh my gosh. Why do you have so?
Toilet water.
Now, here's a car. Here's a car. So I made this car when I was 62 years old. 3 years ago. I'm 65. I'll be 66 years old. I'll be 66 this year. 66 and a half, I can get my full. Oh, and we found out, this is great news for Kathy too, because Kathy's a school teacher. And she wasn't going to be the old system. She wouldn't be getting her full Social Security. Well, now she's going to get her full Social Security when she retires. Oh yeah, baby, that's going to be big. And so, and then if they pass that no tax on Social Security, I don't know why they tax anyways, because it's a tax anyways. Social Security was a tax on me. And why they tax Social Security, I never understand that. Just complete corruption. Anyway, so the Dodge Charger Daytona. I found out some stories about this Superbird, that Richard Petty with this Superbird. This thing was just too fast, and they had to ban it sometimes. This car was just ahead of its time. This Superbird with this wing. For some reason, this wing gave this car so much power. And so this is our exclusive, the Superbird, or the Dodge Daytona. This is one of our great exclusives. I like this exclusive. We have less than I think we have about 80 of these things left. And if you call me or email, so that's what I was going to say. So if you guys want me to send your comments to AutoWorld, send me an email and state in the email, here's some, of course, there's not a lot of chassis out there, or here's your concern about the amp chassis and how we can change the amp chassis, or how they can change the amp chassis. I'm going to have we're going to have a talk with Richard tomorrow. Da, 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 da. That Good Gulf gasoline. That Good Gulf gasoline. I like that. That Good Gulf gasoline. That Good Gulf gasoline. That Good Gulf gasoline. That Good Gulf gasoline is for us. That Good Gulf gasoline. That Good Gulf gasoline. Well, this is all that I have left of the golf car. So if you guys want to know how much I have of these.
So it's 30 or 29.
That's all that I have right here. That's it. That's all I have. That's all that I have of these guys right here. My favorite car, which is the, that's all I have left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 30. 6 times 4 is 24. 25 cars. I have 25 cars left. That's it. They'll be gone. $25 of these. The red flamed one. It's all gone. I have one left. I only have one left. Richard Petty, one left. All gone. I could say that about all these cars. And yes, I'm pushing them. Yes, I constantly tell you guys to buy my exclusives. You should own at least 2 of all my exclusives. At least 2 of them. Some of them I'm getting low and low on. Like these 2 here, we don't have any more of these. These are all gone. The Mustang and the Shelby, all gone. All gone. And we're getting low on these 2 now. Oh no, these 2 right here. We're almost sold out of these. Almost out of the Nomads, 57s. Almost gone. Hasta la vista, baby. Almost gone. And this is my favorite one right here. The Mayflower, the prettiest car, and I keep showing it off because I think it's one of the nicest cars I've ever done. And when the new Golf comes out, look at that. Doesn't that just say, I want to buy you? The Mayflower Semi with lights. It's got headlights in it. It's a flamethrower. Look at that. Doesn't that just look beautiful? You could get yours today. You could even get it signed too. Let's see. Scale Electric makes one. The red Batmobile and the story with it. Yep, the Batmobile was a limited edition. Tim hand painted 3 of them. A guy called and said how terrible it looked. Well, you better buy the Golf one or the Mayflower right now, baby. You better buy it now, baby. We've got a lot of sales going on. All you have to do is go to Bryan's Bargains. We got some great bargains going on. Great bargains, great deals. We've got a lot of fun things coming out with over the next couple weeks. We got a lot of exciting reports. A lot of exciting, just a lot of fun stuff. We got so much stuff coming out with. Yes, sirree. A lot of fun stuff. Well, I think here's the deal, guys. I would love to continue talking. I'd love to keep showing stuff off, but I have to pace myself back to recovery. And I don't want to kill myself. I want to slowly come back and be the great tinker, king tinker that everybody wants me to be. The problem is I have 70 people watching my live stream right now. And it's hard to shut down when I have 70 people. Don't forget, this is going to be our new exclusive. It's not going to say guts, the gas with guts. It's going to say that good golf gasoline.
Good golf gasser.
Go have a nap time. Yes, it is nap. You know what? One thing I noticed is that last week, which really helped a lot, is how much I napped last week. Even though I did all these live streams, I went right back to the house. I told my wife, everybody, shut up. I'm going to take a nap. I told her, I'm going to take a nap, okay? And I would sit in my chair and just fall asleep just so I could regenerate, because this brain, I'm talking nonstop. And it's too much sometimes, okay? And I want to be fully recovered by
Christmas.
You know,
I just do that to interrupt your train. Brian. 135.
yes, I recharge my battery, because right now my battery is draining faster than it used to. Okay, I used to be able to do 2-hour live streams and be fine. Now, the problem is I got 70 people watching my live streams. I hate to sign off because I got all my wonderful people that I want to just give a nice big hug to. But I have to stop. I just have to. If I don't, I asked them to do this correctly, but nobody listens to me. Nobody. So, now tomorrow, Daniel and I are going to be doing a bunch of videos. Now, I might do spot videos, but not live videos, just on things that I might be doing. But we're going to have another live stream. I'm going to need you to stream another 20 minutes. Well, you know what, Mandy? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. That I am not going to do. Another 20 minutes. Are you kidding me? So, here is how I know when I'm going to be fully recovered. Let me tell you my here is how my thing is going to be when I know that I'm fully recovered. When I can lay down at night, okay, and lay down on my pillow and my head doesn't spin. That's when I know that I'm recovered. Because right now my head is still spinning for about 10 seconds, you know? So when I lay down on my pillow, I feel like this. Now, it's not throw up or anything. I'm not I'm not enough to nausea. It's just my head spins a little bit and then stops. I'll know when I'm fully recovered when I lay down and I'm not doing that. That's when I know that I'm fine. So that's really the recovery. Now all of a sudden we get more people on the live stream. I don't know what to do. I just don't know what to do. All I can tell you is, okay, so this I'll end with this. Okay, so if you're watching this live stream for the first time and you want to get some great deals, okay, all you have to do is go to Bryan's Bargains. On our website, you go to Bryan's Bargains, and you will see I have 38 Bryan's Bargains, okay? 38. Okay, and if you want to get into slot cars, or you want to get into some RC tanks, we've got 2 packs of tanks, we got our cars, we have race sets. We have so many Bryan's Bargains race set combo kits. It's insane. And you can save up to 20% on the Bryan's Bargain race sets. Even this, the new F1 set from AFX. This has a great Bryan's Bargain. You get expansion track and extra cars. What a deal. All these things are available at ProTinkerToys.com. Look at how many sets we've sold out. Half these areas are blank because I don't have any sets. Keep selling this stuff. And give me a break. We have the Rally 4x4, which comes with 11 cars, plus a track expansion and a pit kits. I think that's Bryan's Bargain number 35. That's a sweet deal. I mean, that is just super than sweet. Okay, I gotta shut down. Then we've got the Blues Brothers set. You got the Blues Brothers amp set, which comes with 26 feet of track, plus we have another set of track, plus you get another car. All the Bryan's Bargain deal. I mean, it's ridiculous. All this stuff's available at ProTinkerToys.com. I mean, really, seriously. I mean, you can't ask for a better deal. Bryan 24 hour. Okay, now that would be interesting. How could we do a Bryan 24 hour? A Bryan 24 hour. Now that's something interesting. How can I do a Bryan 24 hour live stream? Bryan 24 hour a-thon. The store is in the old bank. All sets. Yes, it is a real bank. This used to be, okay, so for my 63 people watching, this used to be a bank. This used to be a Huntington bank. That's the bank door, okay? This used to be a Huntington bank. I used to be First Merit. I used to have a First Merit account, and I had a safe deposit box in here, and I had like $200 in it of gold. So yes, this is a bank. It was called Signet Savings at one time, and it was changed to First Merit. No, I'm not going to tell you how I bought the bank. Okay, so yeah, let me think about that 24-hour-a-thon. How could we do a 24-hour-a-thon? That'd be interesting. 24 hours. How would we do that? All right, let me think about that, okay, guys? All right, so we are over 2 hours. I am going to go take a nap.
I'm gonna go take a nap and drink some juice.
Oh, shut up.
And then eat some applesauce. He's got to eat his applesauce, guys. He's got to eat his applesauce. Here, why don't you take us over, Xavier? That cart real quick.
Okay, guys, we will see you guys later. Thank you for all the people that are watching. Just check out our website, ProTinkerToys.com. We have so many toys, and we're going to be clearing out all these toys. I'm going to be having big sales, and I would really appreciate you buying all of our toys on clearance because we're going to be moving out of toys, and we're going to put a racetrack in this store here. I want to put a racetrack right in the center here so that we could be doing videos on slot cars all the time. And so that's my goal. He ignores me. No, I don't ignore you, Mandy. I just pretend you're not there. Okay, there's a big difference. Okay. Oh, that's a good hour. 4 of you guys, 6 hours each. That's neat. We could have me. We could have Xavier. That's 2. We have Mac Henry and Daniel. All 4 of us, each doing 6 hours. Yes. All right. So we got to figure this out. We'll do Bryan's live stream marathon. What do you think, guys? Think that's a good idea? I think that's a good idea. All right. So we're gonna head out, and we will be back. Sorry, we mentioned it now. I know that now. I've got it now. My brain is 132nd. Yes, we are going to be doing 132nd, but it's probably going to be SCX, and I'm going to explain about that later on. Xavier can take the night shift. That's right. He could take midnight to 6 a.m. That'd be perfect. That'd be awesome. Wait a minute. Did he buy new shoes?
Nope.
They look new.
Nope. Same old ones.
He's listening to me. It's funny how he listens when he wants to. He did go up to Michigan. I guess his aunt died or something. He went to see his grandma, and hope he saw everybody and had fun. And all right, so we will see you guys later. Thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget to check out all our specials on our website. Please check our website. All the new items, Bryan's Bargains. You might find something you like. See you later.